Welcome to our tutorial on sentiment analysis with natural language processing, NLP, in Java. In this video, we will explore how to analyze the sentiment of a given text and classify it as positive, negative, or neutral using NLP techniques. Let's dive right in. First, let's understand what sentiment analysis is. Sentiment analysis involves using algorithms to determine the emotional tone behind a body of text. This can be useful for understanding customer opinions, monitoring social media, and even analyzing product reviews. We will use the Stanford NLP library, a powerful tool for natural language processing tasks. To get started, we need to add the Stanford NLP library to our Java project. You can find it on the Stanford NLP website or through Maven. Now that we have our dependencies set up, let's create a simple Java program. We will create a class called Sentiment Analyzer, which will handle the sentiment analysis. In this class, we initialize Stanford Core NLP with the required properties. The annotators property specifies the steps of the NLP pipeline that we want to use, including sentiment analysis. Next, we will create a method called AnalyzeSentiment that takes a string input and returns the sentiment result. In this method, we create a core document object from the input text, then use the pipeline to annotate it. After processing the document, we loop through each sentence to retrieve its sentiment score. Next, let's create a main method to test our sentiment analyzer. We will create an instance of Sentiment Analyzer and analyze a sample text. In the main method, we test our sentiment analyzer with a sample sentence. You can modify the text to test different sentiments. Now, let's run the program to see the output. You should see a sentiment analysis result that classifies the text into categories such as positive, negative, or neutral. It's important to note that the Stanford NLP library uses a pre-trained model for sentiment analysis. The results are based on how the model was trained and can vary depending on the input text. To further enhance the accuracy of sentiment analysis, you can fine-tune the models or train your own using a labeled dataset. This could involve supervised learning techniques and leveraging a larger corpus specific to your application. Let's look at another example, considering negation in sentiment analysis. Sentences like, "I do not like Java," can be tricky for sentiment analysis algorithms. Let's analyze this sentence using our existing sentiment analyzer. After analyzing the sentence containing negation, you will see how the sentiment model handles such cases. This showcases one of the complexities involved in sentiment analysis and the importance of context and language. Another factor to consider is the text structure. Sentences that contain sarcasm or irony can lead to misinterpretation by the model. Understanding the limitations of your sentiment analysis tool is key to getting accurate results. Let's also discuss how to handle multiple sentences. For example, if we have a longer text or a paragraph, we can analyze each sentence individually and aggregate the results. After running this paragraph through our sentiment analyzer, we can examine how the model interprets the overall sentiment in contrast to each individual sentence. Now, let's take a brief moment to recap what we've covered so far. We've learned how to set up a basic sentiment analysis application using the Stanford NLP library in Java, created a custom sentiment analyzer class, and handled various examples of text input. Moving forward, you might want to explore additional features offered by the Stanford NLP library, such as named entity recognition and part-of-speech tagging. These can provide deeper insights into text data. As a next step, think about integrating your sentiment analysis tool into a web application where users can submit text for analysis and receive feedback in real time. This can enhance user interaction and provide valuable insights. Before we wrap up, let's discuss potential use cases for sentiment analysis. Businesses can monitor customer feedback, analyze social media conversations, and track brand sentiment over time. In healthcare, sentiment analysis can help gauge patient satisfaction based on feedback and reviews. In politics, it can analyze public opinion on policies and candidates, providing valuable data for campaigns. As we conclude this tutorial, I encourage you to experiment further with the Stanford NLP library and explore other NLP tasks. Each project you tackle will deepen your understanding of natural language processing techniques. Thank you for watching. If you like this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more Java programming tutorials, and leave a comment below with your thoughts and questions. Happy coding!